Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of RimWorld in the new Horizon series. So we did a lot of stuff today, so I'm really looking forward to showing what we did. The first thing that we worked on was basically starting research on getting the geothermal unlocked. One of our major projects that we'll be working on is finishing the research room as well, trying to get the floors and everything set up in here. We're going to be obviously needing to put other research benches and stuff in as well, so we need more room. A couple days later, a chinchilla got angry at us and started coming towards us. Not a huge threat, but we did manage to put it down before it attacked any settlers, which was really fortunate. We did damage the windmill a little bit though, which was a little unfortunate, but we could repair it. Yeah, some of the shots are hitting it, so... But yeah, they were able to put it down quite quickly, actually. Next day, somebody fell from a drop pod with a part of a different faction that's not actually one of the main ones, so we took them in. We sent Dennis over there to go pick him up and rescue him because there wasn't really any faster settler. When we got him back, we got Faye to go tend to his wounds and make sure that he was good to go. After tending to his wounds, I thought maybe we could make him part of the settlement and convert him over to our main religion. So we put him in the storage room. So we arrested him because we can convert them from basically over in the prison. So we can make them also a settler and a few other things. So that's basically what we did. That's his cell for now on. Hopefully it'll be secure enough. A bit later, we got the research table moved in and also got the chair. Everything else is ready to go. We just have the hallway to work on, which is fair enough. We're going to be expanding some extra bedrooms and stuff over on that side anyways. The last thing that we worked on in the study room was adding a light and some electricity wires so we can basically light this up for Megan so she doesn't have to work in horrible conditions. So that will hopefully make her a little bit happier when she's in the light. So while working later on, we got an event that made our alpacas sick. So alpaca 1, 2, and I think 4. So we needed some medical beds for them. Somebody else dropped from a positive faction, somebody that's already constant on the map. So we were able to take them in, heal them, and send them on their way. So we got some positive points for that. Shortly after the alpacas got sick, Faye and Megan got sick as well, so yeah, we're gonna have to definitely, hopefully, make through this. We're gonna need a lot of medicine, I think. So the one thing that I did notice was we're running low on heal root because our alpacas are using a lot of it to basically boost their immunity, so we're growing some though, so hopefully we'll be able to save them. One of the things I wouldn't really mind doing is making a couple more barns so we can actually get some of these animals separated. So hopefully we can do that one of these days in the near future, preferably. So we have ducks and stuff now. I should also note the guy from the friendly faction also survived, and we got a few points from saving him, so we're really good on that one. We'll probably do that to more of their settlers as well. So I was scrolling around by the barn and I noticed that one of our alpacas were actually built up their immunity to the flu, so I think they'll be fine without the heal root. We should be fine in either way. We don't really have an option, so hopefully we'll be good there. I also started working on getting a little area built out for the horseshoe area, so they'll have more of a easy time throwing the horseshoes, not having the plants and stuff in the way. So hopefully they'll like that. So we started expanding our bridge over by the water there so we can start getting a little bit more farm on that part so we're not using up the fertile soil. So hopefully we can do that soon. I was randomly panning around when I noticed a panther just kind of strolling right through our base. Dennis walked right by it and it was just crossing the river, so I have no idea what happened to it. I think it might have actually just left the map or something, but yeah, it was really interesting to watch it just kind of do that. After a few days, we had a medical emergency where our prisoner, not sure if I made that a point, but we have him as our prisoner now. He started to starve to death, so Tony wasn't actually keeping up on giving the guy food or anything like that, which is really unfortunate. Also, around that time, we had some goats join our colony. So I don't know what's with me and goats. I personally don't really like goats, but yeah, apparently we had some goats join our colony. We also have been trying to convert the prisoner over to our religion. So I thought we would start with that and hope for the best, but it's been a little bit difficult to get him converted. So I'm not sure if this is going to work out as I was hoping. After noticing the faith was actually increasing a little bit every time that we had a chance to convert them, I decided that it was just not going to work out. So we're going to change of plans and harvest their organs. Faye needs a new heart anyways. So the only downside that we have currently is Tony is not a doctor, and I'm not sure how extracting these organs will really go, so we'll see how that works. She doesn't have that high of medical either. So we started with a kidney, the right kidney to be exact. We can't do both of them, but we can see how the surgery goes with Tony to start with, and hopefully we can extract that heart last. So we got the kidney, and the next thing I wanted to do was see if we can extract the right lung, and we'll basically do that next, because as soon as we pull out the heart, it's basically game over. After her first time trying to pull out the lung, she did botch that, so we got her to try again, and we did get the lung this time, so that's good. Dennis has some inspiration, so we can assign him to get the heart. So Dennis has inspiration for surgery. This basically means that he can do any surgery and not mess it up, at least for that first time. It's very similar to the taming mechanics. So we did get the heart and a couple organs as well, so we will eventually put that in Faye, but I don't know if Faye's going to survive or not, so I'm not going to waste it right now by trying to put it in. We'll do that when she's feeling a little bit better. The trader came with some livestock, and this one actually had a boomalope, which is actually really useful because they produce chem fuel constantly, like about 11 per day. So we're able to buy that with the other 2 organs that we basically extracted. We were also able to get a couple extra coins from the other 2 organs, so that's with purchasing that boomalope. And yeah, we were able to get some pretty good stuff from them. They also developed immunity from the flu, so we're not going to need to give her any more medicine at this point, so that's perfect. And she's already starting to work on the bridge as well. I was actually thinking about getting a shrine built in one of the rooms down here. I probably will be moving it eventually when we get the base a little bit more built, but we'll see how that goes. So another female boomalope was basically joined our colony, so we have 2 of those, which were producing about 22 chem fuel per day, which is really good. Megan also developed immunity, and we started making some hats as well, so we were able to get everyone back to work and everything like that, and it should be good from this point on. There was a black panther getting close to our barn, so we started to go and deal with that because I didn't want our animals to get attacked. Tony got a little bit damaged, but I think it was just some scratches and stuff. She should be fine. So after putting the panther down, we got an angry boomalope. If you're not familiar with boomalopes, you will quickly find out why they are called boomalopes. They're not exactly the best to put down per se, so we'll see how that works. So it got a little bit closer, and Dennis was taking shots at it and missed that second one, but the other 2 were able to shoot it, and then boom, that's why they're called boomalopes. So after the religious place was set up, we got Dennis over there to perform a ritual so he can become the next leader for the faction, or I guess the first one. After a while, a raid happened from a Wookie, so he came in, set some stuff on fire, and broke a wall, and then got promptly put down. So yeah, that was an interesting experience, that's for sure. Shortly after, we had a friendly hit the ground from a drop pod. We basically took them in and healed them up and got some extra points from the faction, so I'm pretty sure they'll survive. So I was trying to find a settler to go remove that body from the Wookiee, and I noticed a snake came in, a cobra, and just bit off the Wookiee's head completely and just walked away. So yeah, that's apparently a thing. I didn't know that could happen. And that's basically all that happened this week. We got our animals sick with the flu, our couple settlers, we also got them healed, so there was a lot of progress on that. We also built a religious room, which is being taken over by animals right now. We also got, what else did we do? We got the research building built, and I believe we got those goats as well. So quite a few things actually happened today. So like always, if you are enjoying this series, definitely consider subscribing, smash that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. Peace out.